talk to throw a bone. For a while, I'm sleeping like a bee. The curiosity, give the cat a light. You see, you see, you see. So leave me stranded on the carpet, head onto the faucet. You're my alibi. Fair enough, you wanna cock it, hoping I'll forget following the night. You made a joke about the half-cut 80 metaphor, and lady made her cry. My luck's been changing and it's so apparent. Got a cold white rabbit's foot at home. Start the day, having standing on the space. I love the scenery. My happiness is misery, and nothing's like it used to be. Cause everybody around me's feeling sorry for himself. So why the hell am I to blame? I never underestimate the impact of the fourth wall breaking down upon my feet. The offering is never bleak. I'm listening in like a kid. Just finished it, can't be undid. Leave me stranded on the carpet, head onto the faucet. You're my alibi. It's fair enough, you wanna cock it, hoping I'll forget following the night. Made a joke about the half-cut 80 metaphor, and lady made her cry. My luck's been changing and it's so apparent. Got a cold white rabbit's foot at home.
What's up there, guys? Welcome back to Get Detecting. A nice early morning out in the bush this morning. We got going at 4:30 this morning. I actually went to bed about midnight, so look, 4.5 hours in bed, that's all I need. And here we are out on the gold. And tomorrow is a day off, so I'm keeping that in mind. Tomorrow is a horrible, wet, windy, wild day. Friday hasn't stopped me in the past, but we've been going for 4 days this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and today being the Thursday. So 8:17 is our first decent bit of gold, and it's a good show, good reality of, we've been out here since early this morning. 7 o'clock I turned that detector on. We've been digging lead and lead and lead and rubbish and steel and more lead and false signals. Oh dear, it's not always easy, put it that way. But there he is, patience, perseverance and persistence and lack of sleep, and back out into the Goldfields. As I said, we're out here yesterday. And there we go, brings us a nice, chunky, healthy little piece to kick us off for today. And I've got one little tiny bit of gold, and I mean tiny. Listen. It's so small, it's barely even rattling around the bottle. Let's have a bit of a listen though, or a bit of a look. And it took me about 10 minutes, 15 minutes to find that little guy. So yes, I do have gold on the board already, but by geez, I've got some lead and rubbish to go with it. And that little piece, well, is that small? Well, it probably doesn't count. Anyway, let's put them in the bottle and let's continue on. We're in for a cracker day today. Top of 17 degrees. It's still winter time, but we're starting to see those nice spring days come through. Not a cloud in the sky and a beautiful sunny day. Let's keep going. Now we're starting to get lucky. This is good. Before this morning, I will say, you didn't see where I was, but I was down another gully and it just wasn't working out for me. And it's like the coins and relics. When something's not working out, you just change it up. And I've always believed in that. Like there's sites I've went to in the past, and you get there expecting really, really good things, and you go for an hour or 2 hours and we find really nothing, or it doesn't plot out to be like what you thought. And I'll just generally jump in the car and shift to another site. Always have a plan B up my sleeve. And that's what I've done this morning. So for the first hour or so this morning, puddling around, just getting lead and false signals. Well, plan B, making my mind up and moving up the top here into this next gully. Bingo, second nice bit of gold. Lately we've been averaging around, look, I like to do a gram a day, but geez, we've been doing 1.5, 2 grams a day. It's been sensational. And early start today, the boys can get dropped off to school earlier on a Tuesday and Thursday. Helena can help me out and drop them off. Otherwise, I'm dropping them off every other day. So Tuesday, Thursdays, I really take advantage of and try and get out here early, just like this morning. I don't need much sleep, I just need gold. Let's get some more. It's been slow this morning, it really has. Here's maybe our third bit of gold. Good signal anyway. I'm just having a lot of trouble with the detector running weird this morning. Sometimes they just run noisy. And it's funny too, because on the nicest days they seem to run noisy, and on the windy, wild days I seem to get it to run nice and quiet. Definite target there. I said hopefully our third bit of gold. I was really planning on just smashing it today. Getting out here and having a gram by lunchtime. It's not going to happen. That might not even be gold. It's really screaming, so that could be actually lead. I'm going to get him out though, and we'll come back and give you a look. There he is. Oh, haven't found him yet, but he's actually, yes I have, bit of wire. I thought it might have been a bit of gold stuck to the root. You can only hope, can't you? Another bit of rubbish. In this case too, like I said there this morning, that it really wasn't panning out. And we've got a couple of bits of gold, but it's still not panning out, that I feel. Like for the effort that I've put in thus far, I expect better. I demand better. So what I'm thinking is maybe a plan C. I've got another site up the road I can get to and have a bit of a look at. And I've never been there before either, which is quite interesting. We could just dig rubbish for the rest of the day. Who knows? We could dig ounces of gold. But like the old saying goes, you sort of don't walk away from gold when you're on the gold. Yes, we're on the gold, but geez, we're working for it. We might look at the watch, stop for an up and go, and have a think about what we're doing with life. Get out of here. How is that gold? Oh, we've got to stop for an up and go, but we're upping and going, we are. I just come in this really trashy spot too, and there's often things I think about, when I'm out detecting that maybe help me, maybe don't, but trashy spots in the Goldfields. I know myself, as a coin relic detectorist, I love hunting the treasures, coins, relics, but we look for trash, we look for rubbish, because that means activity, that means coins, relics, all the rubbish to go with it. But just here, you got all the miners' bottles. They've been having a merry old time over here drinking. And you got a lot of rubbish mixed in amongst it, They're not throwing out bottle tops or anything like that, but you've got lead, you've got nail and toe tacks and steel. You've even got the wire that we just found there a second ago that twists around the neck of the bottles. And you see that quite often on the bottles. There's a bit right there. Do know stuff, but that wire there, in real trashy spots, you can just dig all day and just find rubbish. But if you know your machine and you know those subtle, soft sounds, and that's what gold is, gold is very soft and subtle. Apart from this guy, he tricked me, he did. But generally gold is very soft and subtle like lead, and well, if you work those trashy areas and you know to pick out those softer tones, not the screamers like brass, copper and other bits and pieces. The lead you're going to have trouble with. But you can often get gold because a lot of people, gold detectorists, and I know I do it myself, doing both coin relic and gold detecting. Gold's a lot different. You find a trashy spot, you dig 5 targets out, and you think, well, bugger this, I'm getting out of here, and you walk the other way. So if you were to persist, I remember reading in a Gold Gem magazine years ago about a couple that cleaned up a real trashy area, and after they dug all this rubbish out, they started to get the gold, and they dug out ounces and ounces. I can't remember exactly what they got, but it was well worth their efforts, long story short. So if you're willing to persist and put that little bit of effort in around those trashy areas that everybody else avoids, you just never know what you're going to find. Like that guy there. Plan C might be scrapped now. We might just stick with what we're doing. Stay with plan B. Alright, well, trashy spot wins for now. Let's have a listen. It's really trashy up in front. Could be coins, could be buttons. Could be a stash of sovereigns. It's not going to be, it's going to be rubbish. So this one I'm hoping is not though. Here he's got that softer sound. He's a little bit high pitched. Generally when they scream out like that too, really sort of rah, they're either big gold sitting on surface or it is rubbish. So this could just be lead, a big chunk of lead. Hopefully it's the big gold. He's long and drawn out. It could be in this stone here. Can do stuff. So the miners in this area had to break a lot of stone to get the gold. And they just simply didn't break it all. That's a nice piece. Should be able to, maybe not. I was going to say almost see the gold along the foliated edge line, but we can't. So one more listen. We'll try and locate exactly where it is. All the way through it, I think. He's more prominent on that side. This is what's known as black rock sandstone too. So you can see it's a sandstony type mix. He's actually got a little quartz rounded pebble in there. River wash pebble, so that's pretty cool. So he's been caught up in the flood wash at some point. The gold's been embedded inside, and it's not as natural host rock, of course. It's been redeposited in this stone, in the black rock sandstone. You can see more of it sitting around us here, and it's fascinating material. It really is. The boys love it. They love cracking it up and coming out the bush and mucking around with that slate and the sandstone. Awesome. Alright, he's in the pouch. And this is why it pays, as I said, to work those really trashy areas. See if we can get a bit more. Alright, back on Bluetooth again. Not so noisy. You're going to be able to hear this one, no worries. Speakers. Headphones with speakers in them around my neck. And I'm hoping it's going to be a big bit for this one. Ooh, look at that guy. Big chunk of slate. I like seeing that because when you take off a big chunk of slate like that, it's quite obvious that lead's not going to get underneath that. Not unless the miner man put it there. Yeah, they can be known to do that too, the cheeky buggers. I'd love to know what their thoughts are. Like the miners would never have thought oh, that sounds good. Miners would never have taken into account that 150 years later, after they were out here digging all these holes, there'd be people like me and you and other people, every man his dog, getting out here and swinging around them with metal detectors. I mean, metal detectors were a thing back then. They were invented, but they certainly weren't used for gold. But imagine, like I said to Zove there one day, yeah, that's gold. I said to Zave there one day, imagine if the miners did have metal detectors, like, they wouldn't have left anything. I mean, with how much work they did, digging these whopping big holes in front of us, and they literally had a pick and a shovel, you know, like, it's not like they had little front end excavators and backhoes, and it's just incredible. So if they had detectors, as I said, they wouldn't have left a thing. Nothing. And you got to remember, 1930s. Ooh. Lovely. 1930s Great Depression. A lot of people went back into the mining, into the goldfields to look for gold because there just simply was not any work around. You know, there was no jobs, no work, no way to feed yourself or your family. So people often returned back to the goldfields, and, you know, a lot of these miners' mounds were redug out, reprocessed. And I'm sure they got good gold. But imagine, once again, if they were using metal detectors. So there'd be nothing out here now today. We'd struggle. It'd only be the upgrade of technology that would, you know, change things, make a difference. All right, we need to stop playing with this. 2 hands. I think he's going to be in that stone, because I'm seeing a stone right there. Oh yeah, we've got him. I think it's rust. Is it? Is it or not? Put the headphones there. One more listen. He looks rusty. All right, let's do it, man. Live life on the edge. Oh no, that's going to be gold. Because that ain't rust. There it is. Ah, big guy. Well, geez, I don't know what the plan's going to be now. Because if that was rust, in my mind I was thinking, I'm out of here. I'm going to have my up and go and leave. Oh, there's 2 bits of gold. 3, 4. There's gold all through that. I shouldn't have cracked it up. It's all right. All right. Let me take my glove off. I've got you zoomed out, sorry. So here I am looking at it, and you guys are probably wondering what I'm looking at. That one. Let's empty the scoop. Twink. Another one. Not bad. Twink. Another one, which you probably... Hang on. Lick my finger to grab that one. Oh yeah, she's small. 3. And all this material should maybe have more in it. Yeah, it does. There's another bit. I think. Yeah, look, there's more. And we'll be silly if we don't bottle it all. Probably silly that we cracked that up on the stone. Not to worry though. That's our best bit of gold thus far, I reckon. Let's get him out of that stone. Oh, there's balls of gold everywhere. There's another bit. And another bit. And there's part of the big wit we just cracked up. So let's just show you what we got in the scoop. 1 plus the ball. That's gold right beside it. So 1, 2, and 3. And 4 and 5. And as I said, we've still got more on the stone here. Oh, amazing. All right. There's nothing for it. It's in the bottle. It's up and go time. I mean it. I'm actually starving. It's just a quick relief before I get back to the car. So up and go. Put all this in the bottle. And we'll keep on getting on to the next. All right. We've got me brekkie in hand. Up and go. I forgot to actually have banana bread too. And a muesli bar. So look out. I'm just going to say too, today's a very special day. Today is my dad's birthday. Not only my dad's birthday, today is my brother's birthday. They share the same day, August 14th. So happy birthday, Daniel, and happy birthday, Dad. get to catch up with them both tonight, the whole family. It's going to be awesome. Always love family catch-ups. Oh, it's jabbing me in the back. Oh, sticks. Didn't do anything to resolve that then. They're still jabbing me in the back. Oh no, lost me banana bread. So yeah, happy birthday Daniel, happy birthday Dad. I'm a year younger than Daniel. He's my older brother. And I don't often speak about Daniel that much. I do a little bit here and there, but I look very close with Daniel. We don't often see each other all that much. I mean, he lives a very busy life. He's got 3 young girls and a partner, and he runs his own business. He's a tree trimmer, landscaper, gardener, designer. He does tree trimming. He's an arborist, fully qualified. He's a credit to himself, Daniel. All my siblings are, just amazing people, and that comes down to a credit to my mum and dad. Like I've said it a few times, but they don't drink, they don't smoke, they don't swear. Maybe occasionally. But they're just really great people, always teaching us as kids morals and values and to respect other people. You know, Dad used to always say, your manners, Luke, cost you nothing and will take you everywhere in life for free. And I've now taught that to the boys because I really believe in that. I believe in those values of being respectful and moralistic and having good principles and working hard. And like I teach my boys, I always say to them, don't ever lie, don't ever steal, don't ever cheat, and you'll be fine. And make sure you use your manners. And I think that's so important, and a lot of values that have been lost in today's society. And if anything, I can instill them in my boys, as my parents did for me and my siblings, having trouble opening this. Well, I think that's a brilliant thing, and I think that's what the world needs more. So, long story short, happy birthday, Daniel. Happy birthday, Dad. I'm going to put a picture up just quickly of my 4 siblings. There's Emma, Daniel, Emma, Daniel, myself, if we're talking about in order of age, and then Jessica being my younger sister. Look, love yous all. So anyway, banana bread time now, and up and go, and fruit-filled bar, and then back into it. Alright, well, we finished breakfast. Not the healthiest of brekkies, but it'll do. It'll tie us over till lunchtime, keep us going for the next couple of hours. Just a couple of targets here. And I want to show you, we've got another little bit of gold in front of us there, filled the hole in. This one here caught my attention, and look, I could be wrong. You never really can pick it. I mean, it's really hard. I'm actually going to do a video soon, and we're going to trial and error that. We're going to try and see if we can pick the targets that are gold and pick the targets that are rubbish. And we've lost him. Yeah, see, I would have put that down to rubbish for screaming. I reckon that's going to be gold now. I've changed my mind. It was screaming so much before. We've obviously pulled him out and buried him. There he is, back again. This goes to show how easy you can lose your signals. So we'll come back to him and have a look. Another one that I just wanted to show you is this one here. Now, you can see someone's had a dig, and great to see they filled their hole back in. Like, that's all old loose leaf litter. Excuse me, thrown back in. But they were chasing a signal there, and well, they've missed it. They have. Unfortunately, they were just digging off to the side a bit. In the wrong place. So he's sort of like up in that top corner area there, and you can see they've sort of dug down here. Maybe it was dug. We'll stand up because I think I'm getting interference with the phone there. Definitely hear something's there. So let's go back to this one first. And in actual fact, down here, where was it? Found another signal. Right next to my picks, not helping. right there in front. So it just goes to show how, like you can see, someone's been having a good dig around here. Old hole there, old hole there, big scraping in front of us. That's quite old, but you can see how if you're not concentrating, not going slow, not understanding the coil and what it's telling you and what the machine's saying, you can see how these targets can easily get walked over and missed. So it's the old saying, low and slow. It rings so true. So let's turn around, let's grab this one. Obvious one. As I said, I'm thinking gold now. And I'm thinking gold for the next one and gold for the bottom one. 3 for 3. Let's have a look. Well, jinxed on the first one. Lead. That's why he's screaming so loud at the surface. That's why we buried him so easily. Let's see what the next is. Lead again. Jeez, I really thought that was going to be gold. No wonder they left it. Let's get on to the third one. And fingers crossed. Oh dear, we got absolutely ripped off on all three. Lead, lead, bigger lead. I was really hoping that last one was going to be gold. Like you've seen this morning though, that is the reality of metal detecting, and especially for the gold. I mean, here we are out on the gold, looking for it and digging lead. But look, if I was in a park today digging coins, relics, well, I could film every bottle top I dug and pull tab I dug and rusty nail I dug, and it would equate to the same thing pretty much. So you don't ever let it get you deterred. I mean, that's 3 bits of lead in a row, and we dug quite a way down for that one. But I'm not deterred. I've got a smile on my face. I'm keen for more. Let's go get it. Oh, wow. That little guy took it out of me. Reason being is he come from all the way down there. Oh dear, it's gold though. Nonetheless, and I think we might have another signal. Just getting stung and attacked and bitten by stuff though, and it's extremely hot. We really worked up a sweat on that one. 3 bits of lead though last. We had to get gold for the next one though, didn't we? Not bad. Very shiny, very nice, only tiny, but it's gold. It's always a win. Let's grab some more. Catch our breath. Whew. Oh dear, you should have been gold. You should. We're a mile down in this hole and there's our target. It's a folded up bit of lead. Ugh. And I'm absolutely sweating me butt off. Look at that. It's just on my sleeve from my forehead. We've just sat and took a bit of a break, but yeah, that's how far down we dug. Dug down as far as the pick, the length of the pick. Just watching Aussie Gold Hunters last night too, and it's such a false representation of the gold game. You know, they just make it look so easy. I'm not saying the gold's fake, but how they find it, like it's like such and such is out prospecting this new area today, and within 2 minutes, bang, they've got like a half ounce in their hand, or it's like, oh, there's 45 grams. It's not that easy. I mean, the representation of Aussie Gold Hunters and people out there watching it, they probably think, oh, I'm just going to go buy a detector, I'm just going to smash out the gold, I'm going to go out there and stumble over ounces and ounces of gold. It ain't the case. It's not so. Oh dear. Look, you get lucky, you find gold. You might find a big one if you're lucky. But it's certainly not easy. And you'll travel thousands of kilometres, you'll dig thousands of holes in between those bits of gold and all the rubbish. You know, what they show on Aussie Gold Hunters is not really fair. I was watching it last night, season 9. I'm so far behind, but I just couldn't find anything else on TV that I wanted to watch. So I put on Aussie Gold Hunters, and it was sad watching too, with Neville Perry there. I mean, didn't have too much to do with Nev, but you know, we met him a couple of times. We had a bit to do with him. I had a good couple of chats with Nev, and seeing him on TV there last night was a bit hard. The boys actually met him too, and Pa, and he was a great bloke. But yeah, that was season 9 with Nev on it, and Brent and all the rest of them. And look, great guys. But look, I'm not saying it's a fake or it's a lie, but you know, the gold's real, what you're seeing is real, but it's just how they get it. And it's just, as I said, 10 minutes in, oh look, we got an ounce nugget. Oh, that'll pay the bills. It just doesn't work like that. As I said, picking up small bits and it's hard work. Let's get some more after we fill this hole in. I don't have a dozer to do it. There we go. That was an effort. Once again, Aussie Gold Hunters TV, reality TV show. Yeah, there's not much reality in it, that I feel anyway. I mean, I do this every day. And no, I'm not over in WA, where a lot of the big gold is found, and a lot of gold is found. Maybe I'll go over next year. My uncle actually is a full-time gold prospector or gold miner in partnership with another bloke over in WA, so there you go. I just need to get myself over there, and I've got somewhere to stay and somewhere to dig the gold. And I'm sure it's going to be a little bit bigger than this. That there, it's so tiny, but yeah, we went for an early lunch. It's 11:51, so it's not actually lunchtime. We went for an early lunch though. The last time we put the camera on was probably a good hour or so ago. And we've just been sitting there in the sun, enjoying our sandwich. We got back down into the gully here. I've actually moved into another gully now, and I've never actually done this gully, so there you go. It's an area that, you know, I don't know why I haven't been down here. I have, but just never really put any time down here. Maybe that's the reason why. But that is technically our first bit of gold from this little area. So, look, we'll just keep persisting. We don't know what's down here, but, well, look, in the next gully across, there was plenty of gold. We found plenty of gold. So, we'll just keep persisting in this one. And there's our first bit. It could lead us on to plenty more. Hopefully bigger. We've got that last bit of gold right there in front of us. Tiny, I know. But standing back up and just working this this stack, I noticed a pipe clay underneath. We've got another signal. It could be another tiny bit of gold. I've just dug another couple of holes too, and there's a lot of hot rocks in this stack as well. Like I've got pipe clay at the top here, but over the back there where I've just dug a few targets, it's all just little hot rocks. So it sounds good. Scrape the hole, dig it out, and then the target just disappears. It dissipates, and you sort of, like, it's sort of everywhere, and that's common hot rock behaviour. That's not though. That's probably a bullet. Hopefully not. It's just because we only just took off that little layer, like we didn't really take much off then, and listen how quickly that sharpened up. So it could be gold. But just because of doing that, I think it's going to be a bullet. Let's have one more listen. I'm thinking bullet. I'm hoping gold. Expect the worst, hope for the best. Let's have a look. Come on, gold. That was really nice last night. Helena and I, still there. Helena and I managed to go out for tea last night together, just the two of us. It was quite nice. The boys were attending a birthday party, so we took the opportunity just to quickly shoot out to a little country pub and have a meal. God, it was good. We stayed for all an hour. The lady actually said to us, you know, why you not stay longer? You know, good to have you and love to see you again. Please be gold. She didn't say that, but oh yeah, it is gold. Bingo. But yeah, it was just really nice. Like, I work so hard out here. Some people probably watch and think, oh, he's just on a bushwalk every day. Oh, by geez, I tell you, I'm not. Every day, digging hundreds of holes and sweating and walking. Like most days, I average probably 6 or 7k walking. They tell me you do that at the office. I know I certainly didn't. There we go. That's awesome. I'm going to take you off tripod. Well, when I say tripod, I mean the pick. But yeah, look, it was just really, really nice. Selena and I have been together 14 years, coming up very soon. It's a long time. As she said, you get less for murder. I've heard that before. And she'll keep saying it, no doubt, as we go on and further into the future. But 14 years, you know, that's a credit to the both of us. It really is. And 2 wonderful young sons, and 14 years together. And look, we've had our ups and downs. Everybody does. You know, you wouldn't be in a relationship if you weren't up and down sometimes. You know, you've got your good days and bad days. Helena and I have had some whopping fights over the years. But you know what? It's coming out from the other side of it, and how you move on in future and how you correct those issues to better yourselves as a couple, that I feel is what keeps you together and makes you stronger as you go. So it's, as I said, credit to Helena and I, 14 years going strong, and look, I couldn't imagine doing life without anybody else. Helena and the boys. Love it. Right, well, we've got a good one, and it's going to be our last one, because I'm absolutely buggered. I really am. I've been up since 4:30, as I said, to bed at 12 o'clock, because I was still editing and mucking around there on YouTube and trying to get everything ready for Friday's video, because today's Thursday and I'm out detecting, and before you know it, another day's gone, and videos take... we've got Wi-Fi at home, but videos can take 3-4 hours to upload, especially if you're doing them in 4K. So I was up till midnight, had the alarm set for 5:39. I don't know what was with the 9, but it was 5:30 anyway. I was going to get up, but there's something about me, I don't know, if I know I'm doing something the next day, Helena reckons I'm undiagnosed ADHD. She's like, you're too hyperactive. And even at midnight, you know, I'll come home after digging all day. Maybe not midnight, but Helena will be in bed. I'll be there like jumping on the bed and woo, like a big kid. And she's like, too much energy, Luke, calm down, stop. I've had a long day, and I think, yeah, I've had a long day, but woo! Jump on the bed! Oh, what's happening? 2 signals. So we're getting exactly, you know, this has been happening all day today. Aussie gold hunters don't show you this bit, the frustrating bit. So we had a signal, dug it out, now we've got a signal out, now we've got a signal in. Now, that could be 2 bits of gold, and it's happened quite a bit. You know, I'm not going to doubt that does happen. It's happened quite a bit to me. I'm going to go after that one there. He's more prominent. The one at the back's really dulled off. But see how we're getting in this red clay? Like, we've went through that nice sandy soil. Yeah, look at that. Straight in that red clay. I don't think this is gold. I think this is just all these big rocks. Ironstony content rocks, and the red clay as well doesn't help. There you go. So look, I'm going to play around with this one for a couple more minutes, but I think I know what's going to happen straight away. We're literally hitting on that red clay material, and it's sending the detector, well, it's sending it funny. So we're going to pack up at that. As I said, I'll have a scratch around just to confirm that, but 1:32, we've been going since 4:30 we got up. 5 o'clock, a bit after we left home. Look, we got on field about 6:30 this morning. So it's been a long day. I really thought it'd be more of a productive day. I'm not phased, I don't care, you know, but just on the gold, I thought we would have had more in the hand, but we still don't know exactly what we've got either, because we've got a rock to crush when we get home. And at the end of the day, it's not always about gold. Like, I need to get it to pay the bills. Oh, I've got to check that yet. I need to get it to pay the bills, but at the end of the day, Look around. Look where we are. Stunning. Out in the Aussie bush, blue skies, no cloud, top of 16 degrees, and loving life. We'll get ourselves home now, and we'll get ourselves sorted. We'll do the crush up, weigh up, and see what we did today. Alright guys, well we've finally made it back home. Exciting. I tell you what, it's been a long day too. So 4:30 this morning we got up, and I will say I thought today was going to be a lot more productive. But on the gold there, so it was a great day. Very productive in fun, enjoyment, memories, but yeah, just lacking the gold a bit today. That's alright. We've got you in a little crushing area though. We're going to crush up these stones because that's not all our gold that we've got. We've got stone number 1, stone number 2. I didn't show this one coming out on camera. Bit of a quartz conglomerate mix. And stone number 3. We'll start with the smallest one first. And I got a bit of scar whiff material in there I need to crush up as well. He come out of that little stone that we crushed out the bush, and we just end up pocketing that material just to be safe, because you just never know. Like, yes, it's small, yes, they'll be tiny, but when we pan them off, we might have a couple more nuggets in there. Busted. Hot rock material. It's not going to have any gold in it, that one. I'll push him off to the side. So there we go. -1 rock straight away. This one's good, he's quartz. So he's definitely going to have gold in him. But we best use 2 hands, crush them up, and then we'll crush up this big one, and then we're going to put off to the side and then do the weigh up and see exactly what we've got. Where's the gold hiding? That piece? Oh, funny story. We got no gold in those first 2 stones. The second stone I was really confident about too, because it was quartz, but I still couldn't see any gold in it. And the third stone, we crushed him up as well. That's what's in this dish right now. Well, a mixture of all 3, but third stone as well. And if we don't get gold out of this, then I'll be slightly confused, because I know the detector was behaving very silly today. It was behaving badly. But that last stone, it's good. Yeah, there it is. I was going to say, it's got to have had gold in it. It certainly does. Just going to zoom in there. I've got wet fingers. Oh, it worked. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not a bit. That is there though. Tiny little piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jeez, lucky. Because things weren't looking too good there for a second. They were looking pretty grim. A couple of pieces on the end of my finger. Excelente. So I'm just going to put those off to the side on the basketball ring. And we will just do, because that was a very quick pan, we'll just do 1 more pan of this material, just to make sure that's, well, have we got them all? I think I got that little one off my finger. There's 1 more in there too. And actual fact, I can see, yeah, I can too. There's more hiding off to the side. So yeah, we're going to repan all that. It's only a very quick 1-hand pan. But yeah, a couple of bits of gold. Not as much as what I wanted, or what I would have thought. 1, 2, 3, 4. See if we can get a few more, and then we'll do the weigh up. Right, well, here we are, finally, weigh up time. And look, today I will say, getting up with all the effort that I've done today, up early, driving 2 hours, detecting for about 6 or 7 hours, I really thought we would have done better. But that's, look, as I spoke about, that is the reality of metal detecting, right there in that pan. And I have not showed the rubbish. In actual fact, the rubbish is still in the pouch here. That's probably tipped out of the pouch, but it all just lives in that little double D leather pouch there. And I think I dug, like honestly, 40 odd bits of lead shot today. Yeah, so I think it's already tipped out of the pouch, but that's our rubbish bucket. And I'll just show you all the rubbish. You know, we put it in the container here in the bucket, and it all comes home. So there is a ton of lead bullets in there, all at the bottom. Yeah, look at them all. Just move all that rubbish out of the way, and all this gets sorted, saved and scrapped. But look, all the lead bullets in there, what have you, everything just ends up in this container. Something I found pretty cool there the other week too, and I thought it was just awesome. And I think it's one half maybe to the other half. I don't really know, but it's obviously resembling a pick. And that looks like it would have went like maybe around the handle. I'm only guessing. Like I was sort of looking at it out in the bush thinking, what is going on with that? Like, how did that work? Was there another half? Did it wrap around? I don't know. Cool piece though, and I think it's important, you take all your rubbish that you find out of the bush, otherwise, let's face it, you just got to find it again. So anyway, time for the weigh up now. As I said, for today's efforts, what we did, how long we spent, I really thought we would have done, look, a little bit better, but it's not to worry. It's not Aussie gold hunters here, it's digger detecting. So detected gold, naked gold, what I like to call it, 0.43. Now rock crush gold, geez, we're really lacking. Really lacking. Not that I worry though, I don't really care. Rock crush gold brings us to, oh look out, we've got our 0.5 gram. So look, 0.5 gram, it's not too bad. We'll chalk that up to a win for the day. As I said, lately though, I've been bringing home 1 gram, 1.4, 1.8, 2.14. We've been really killing it. And today's the 14th of August. So with the 0.50 and with the rest of August in the container here, that brings us up to 910, 909. So not too bad. Over a 1/4 ounce easily, and we're heading for that 1/2 ounce now. And this month, I'd really like to crack the ounce if I could. I haven't quite done it, apart from last year where we got 30 ounces in a month, but I haven't quite done the ounce in little gold. We've come pretty close, but yeah, look, this month we might just try and push it and make it happen. So, but if it doesn't, I'm okay with that as well. Anyway, guys, crack a day. I need to go have a coffee, a sit down, a relax, and basically start editing this video. So, hope you enjoyed. My day is not done yet. I hope you enjoyed, and I look forward to going seeing my brother and my dad for their birthday tonight. And look, I look forward to seeing you guys on the next adventure. Cheers, happy hunting.